So the music video shoot was a tremendous success. She looked fantastic. It came off better than we could have ever imagined. But the content of the song lends itself towards a storyline. And Les had an idea for doing something that was really fun.
We still needed a storyline. And I started thinking about social media, and especially with my kids, and how into social media they are. And I thought, what if this girl wakes up the next day after she goes out and parties, and she didn't mean to drink that much. So this is something that she doesn't usually do. And she thinks the next morning that everything's fine. And then all of a sudden she gets these texts and these Facebook posts and pictures of her dancing on tables, pictures of her wasted, and she's just horrified.
Now, there was a little bit of drama when it came to her mom and dad because they were afraid it was going to be promoting whiskey drinking and just kind of going down that road that we really didn't want to go down. But when she explained that it was supposed to be fun and it was supposed to sort of be that morning after hungover, regretful experience, then they were on board with it.
I love that she's, regretting what she did last night. I love that she has no idea what she did last night.
Even though it's been a tough last few months, we have so much to look forward to. And that's sort of the way our family approaches life. We're always looking forward. We try to not dwell too much on the past. And even though Les's situation with her kidney disease has sort of delayed the progress of That Was the Whiskey, we had a great trip to Nashville for CRS. Dialysis worked out. She was able to do all the interviews and everything she needed to do for the convention. And we had the storyline video set up for Sunday, Valentine's Day. And I got a phone call on Friday. Hi, what's happening? When the call came in, I was in shock. I was the one that Judy had asked to deliver the news to Leslie. And she was in Anaheim with the girls on a dance convention. So the timing was really challenging. I didn't know really what to do, so I immediately made the calls to put everybody on hold, or at least on notice that things could be put on hold, because it was 2 days before the video shoot. I've got some bad news. Yeah, Dave may have just passed away.
My mom called Trey and said, he's gone. And she asked him to break the news to me at the right time. And what he ended up doing is he called me and he said, you need to call your mom. And I just knew. I think, I'm going to cry. I knew I was going to lose him from the first text, really. I think you just get a sense,
After telling Les, I made the trip down to Anaheim, and by the time I got to Anaheim, she had decided that she was going to move forward. It was what her dad would want her to do, and we had to make arrangements to make sure that all the kids were covered, that everything was covered, and give her the time and the space that she needed to be prepared, because it was going to be really hard.
I called my mom, and I said, what do you need? I can get to you right now. I can come. Trey's here. And she said, what I need is for you to go about your weekend and shoot your music video, which I had scheduled 2 days later. And I knew I had to do this. I knew my dad would want me to do it. He would be there, in some weird way, he would be there with me. And so I did it for him. My dad was a musician, and this path that I'm on was as much his dream as mine. And he was with me for every single possible thing he could be with me. I mean, recordings, and he would have been at the video shoot if he'd, been there. And I knew that he would insist that I go. And, I felt it. I felt his presence there. And when I showed up to the music video set, the producer and the director met me right away, and I just broke, I was just like, I don't think I can do this. And, they said, yes, you can. You can totally do this. And they said, we're not going to tell anybody on the crew, we're not going to tell anybody what's going on, and you're just going to perform. That's what you do. And that's exactly what I did, and I actually had a great time. And I had talked to a few different people, friends of mine there, about my dad, and just felt like I was honoring him the whole day, and it was really hard, but wonderful.